Greetings, families and friends, and welcome to another edition of AJ's Corner. That's right, video style. This is your guy, Elder AJ Johnson. I thought about something. What about a special request? Yeah, what about a special request? And in this type of thing, or this particular topic, if you will, reminds me of my mother. She's actually my spiritual mama, gave us our spiritual foundation. She's our biological mother. And it brings me to her because she's always talked to me, yours truly, about patience. And this particular special request kind of rubs up against patience for me, at least. So I oftentimes try to treat the queen of our castle, overseer Tamika, to whatever food that she likes so that she doesn't have to cook. She was groomed to cook for the family. That was her upbringing, and that's been a blessing. Don't get it twisted. But ever so often, we try to be a blessing back so she don't have to do anything in the kitchen for the household. She loves to go to Taco Bell. Whew. And every time we're at Taco Bell, she has to get some doggone special order. I'm saying to myself, just get the stuff that's already listed. You know what I'm saying? She get this extra thing and add this or take off that or don't include that. So we're at Taco Bell and they tell us to pull over to the side for a minute. And here's my patience situation. I'm looking at folks that's behind me getting their stuff and going. Getting their stuff and going. So of course I'm getting antsy. She over there playing on the phone. She's none the wiser, but she is. But she's not concerned. She's just buying her time. I'm the one antsy because I'm ready to go. And then, she has to tell me or remind me that because we have a special order, our order will take some time. There it is right there. Because we have a special order, our order will take some time. What if the things that you've been believing God for, your special order, is taking more time because it's being made special for you? See, I'm a believer that the God of the universe, the architect, the spirit that's within us, that's arranging the things that have been on our faith altar, is organizing that thing so much so to when we get what we've been believing God for, we can maintain it. And sometimes that within itself takes some time. Because if you got something that you've been believing God for and you lost it the day after tomorrow, that will kill your faith. That will destroy your belief system like nothing else. So maybe just in case, possibly, that the things we would believe in God for, our special order, is taking some time. Glory to God. They told Jesus that, hey, Lazarus is on his deathbed. Jesus stayed where he was a couple of days more. He didn't rush. And now Lazarus was his boy now. Lazarus was his partner. And for those who understand deeper things and greater information, Lazarus was actually his brother-in-law. Yep. We'll put it over for another time or just holler at me. But he did not go immediately to rescue Lazarus. But in his going, his sister, not his sister, but his wife and her sister, met him and basically said, if you had gotten here early, you know what? Our brother wouldn't have died. Their brother was Lazarus. But Jesus took that time and it served notice and proved that he had the power over death. Because in the Jewish community, in that situation, they believed that once they got in the grave, if you will, that there was no rescuing them. Glory to God. Or once they had left their body, we call physical death, they couldn't come back to it. So Jesus, in his waiting, killed that notion. Glory to God. Run back to the Old Testament. You remember Jacob? I should say Jacob. Well, he was a jokester. He was a trickster. That's what Jacob meant at that time. That's why his name was later changed to Israel. That's right. Jacob waited and fought and labored for 14 years. It was just supposed to be 7. He was tricked by his uncle. Well, he sent the wrong woman in. You got to read the story for yourself. But he worked 7 years, got the wrong wife, worked another 7 years to get the right wife, which was Rachel. And she bore him 2 sons, Joseph and Benjamin. They began the patriotic system, if you will, of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's right. That's right. You know Sarah. Yeah, that's the one that was married to Moses, and you do know they were half brothers and sisters. That's for another time as well. Sarah wanted a child. Moses had brought his handmaiden in. What was her name? Hannah. Was her name Hannah? What was that woman's name? I don't think it was named Hannah. I forgot her name. It's escaping me right now. But he brought her in and messed around. Sarah told him, you can go and have a baby with her because I can't have a child. And Moses had a baby with her. It wasn't even Moses, it was Abraham. Abraham had a baby with his handmaiden. She was flaunting it around, and that made Sarah even more mad. Sarah petitioned God, because her womb was shut up at first, for a child, and in their later years, I believe Sarah might have been 70, Abraham might have been 90, if you will, they bore the son Isaac. Glory to God. And that was the son that went ahead, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that whole lineage, you know, church folk, how we like to say it, and started that whole thing like that. Long story short, that if your manifestation, if your creation, if what you've been believing God for is taking some time too long in your estimation, maybe it's because it's a special order. Maybe that thing is being developed so much so to where when you get it, you don't lose it. Maybe when you receive that manifestation, you can enjoy it to the fullest. Glory to God. So, hey, maybe those special orders are that so important to the Creator that he wants us to enjoy them for a long time. That's right. Well, as always, until another time, this is your guy. I'm just saying.